You might be surprised to hear that hominids were not the first apes to migrate out of Africa. Dryopithecus, an early genus of apes that includes common ancestors of both modern apes and Homo sapiens, began making its way to Europe and Asia 10 to 20 million years ago. By contrast, Homo erectus, the first hominid to have left Africa, did so some 2 million years ago. In other words, this thing beat us by at least 8 million years. Dryopithecus would diversify when it first reached South Asia, with the genus Sivapithecus roaming about modern-day India and Burma, that area. Sivapithecus, which includes a few different subspecies, is recognized as a common ancestor of modern orangutans and the first breakaway group in the line of modern apes. The Sumatran orangutan is actually a subspecies of the genus Pongo, which includes the other two living orangutans as well, the Tapanuli orangutan and the Bornean orangutan. Sumatran and Tapanuli orangutans both live on the island of Sumatra, with the Bornean orangutan being exclusive to, you won't believe this, Borneo. Sumatran orangutans are native to the forests of Sumatra in the northernmost parts of the island, though their population is scattered in small pockets due to being separated by human development. The last time Sumatran orangutans had an official population count was 2017, and they numbered some 14,613, though they have always had a trend of steady decline. Using data from past studies to try and create a projection of what the number would be today, we get a population of about 7,000 for 2023. Sumatran orangutans have strong grasping hands for a mostly arboreal lifestyle in the trees, away from the ground below. Unlike other great apes, they have evolved distinctly red-brownish hair. Orangutans fill a comfortable niche in their rainforest ecosystem, using their immense strength to swing from branch to branch and eat primarily fruits. On the island of Sumatra, Sumatran orangutans play an important role in the life cycle of durian trees, eating durian fruits and pooping the seeds wherever they go, distributing them to produce new trees. Orangutans are also a subject of predation in their habitats, with clouded leopards, tigers, and particularly humans being the most common predators. Humans by far are the most influential, however, as a vast majority of orangutan deaths have been attributed to illegal hunting and plantation killings. When orangutans enter palm or durian plantations, they are killed by workers there because, well, they're intruding. Humans' impact on orangutans are easily their worst threat right now. There's no natural phenomenon that really affects them as much as we do. Sumatra is dependent on oil palm plantations to fuel its economy, and because of this all-consuming industry that only continues to expand, more land is constantly required to grow oil palm. At the expense of the rainforest, a combination of illegal logging and plantation expansion has destroyed vast swaths of Indonesia's ecosystems. Current conservation efforts are lackluster and ineffective. Even protected land in Sumatra is consistently encroached upon by loggers and plantation owners, with virtually no retaliation by the Indonesian government. It's the same as people setting up a cattle ranch in the middle of Yellowstone and the government exercising zero authority to stop them. What I have in mind might be a little bit radical, but it's the only thing that we can really do that has proven results in other countries across the world. The whole reason why people turn to illegal logging and farming within protected lands is because the economic opportunities around them just aren't favorable. Foreign companies and corrupt state institutions profit greatly from the natural resources of Sumatra and the rest of Indonesia. And for many people, becoming part of this exploitative system is the only way they can survive. So, the only way for the PHKA, the Indonesian equivalent to the National Park Service, to make any serious reversals and save Indonesia's forests, and of course the Sumatran orangutan, is to appeal to these groups and make a difference at the source. Rather than illegal logging and farming, the PHKA can employ these same people to protect and maintain the forest. They aren't bad human beings, hell-bent on destroying the rainforest for profit. The majority of encroachment is just out of desperation. They gladly work for an alternative that was legal if given an opportunity. It will take some money, but if the Indonesian government isn't a bunch of fat cats and actually cares about the state of their country, they would set aside some funds for this. While While the physical deforestation of Sumatra's rainforests are the most immediate threat to the orangutans, climate change is also there. Climate change is all-encompassing at this point, and it should be a no-brainer that it affects the ecosystems of Sumatra just as much as anywhere else in the world. As the world steadily heats up thanks to more and more carbon being in the atmosphere, there is more pressure and stress on trees to adapt and cope with the changing conditions. This has been proven to lead to less effective photosynthesis, as trees just can't process what's in the atmosphere the same way they used to be able to. It's like the difference between breathing in a smoking room as opposed to a picturesque field of tulips. In fact, deforestation of Sumatra's rainforest only contributes to this, as the carbon sink that the rainforest represents is being weakened with every tree chopped down. It's a cycle that will only get worse with inaction, and I hate to say it, but there really isn't a lot going on right now to make this change happen.